For instance, if you've set a goal to run a marathon but face an injury that prevents you from training, rather than fixating on the disappointment, consider how you can adapt. You might focus on cross-training or explore other forms of exercise that keep you active while allowing your body to heal. Embracing the change in your circumstances enables you to maintain your health and fitness in a way that aligns with your current capabilities. Another effective practice for embracing change is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity. Approach new situations with an open heart and a willingness to learn. When faced with change, ask yourself, what can this teach me? This inquisitive attitude transforms challenges into valuable lessons. For example, if you find yourself in a new job environment, instead of feeling intimidated, view it as an opportunity to learn from your colleagues, absorb new skills, and broaden your professional network. Additionally, consider the power of visualization in preparing for change. Visualizing positive outcomes can help alleviate anxiety and foster resilience. Take a moment to imagine how you will navigate a significant change in your life. Picture yourself successfully adapting to the new circumstances and thriving in the process. This mental rehearsal can bolster your confidence and empower you to face challenges head-on. Let's also address the importance of community during times of change. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals can make navigating transitions easier. Reach out to friends, family, or colleagues who can provide encouragement and share their experiences. For instance, if you're contemplating a career change, speaking with someone who has successfully made a similar transition can offer valuable insights and reassurance. As you embrace change, remember to practice self-compassion. It's natural to experience a range of emotions when faced with transitions, and acknowledging these feelings is an essential part of the process. Allow yourself to feel the discomfort, but don't let it paralyze you. The Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, "Time heals what reason cannot." This wisdom suggests that while change may be challenging, it is also a process that unfolds over time, leading to growth and healing. Consider keeping a change journal where you document your experiences with change, including your thoughts, feelings, and the lessons learned along the way. Reflecting on past changes can help you recognize patterns, build resilience, and appreciate the growth you've experienced. This practice reinforces the idea that change is not just a disruption but a vital part of your life's journey. In conclusion, embracing change as a catalyst for growth is a fundamental Stoic practice that empowers us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. By shifting our mindset, cultivating curiosity, and surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals, we can transform challenges into opportunities for self-discovery and personal development. The Stoics remind us that change is a natural part of life, and rather than resisting it, we should welcome it with open arms. As you encounter changes in your life, approach them with an open heart and a willingness to learn. Reflect on what each change can teach you and how it can contribute to your personal growth. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." By embracing change, you not only navigate life's challenges with confidence, but also open yourself to new possibilities and a deeper understanding of yourself. Habit 9. The art of saying no. In a world filled with endless demands and opportunities, the ability to say no is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate. The Stoics recognized that our energy and time are limited. By saying yes to everything, we risk spreading ourselves too thin, losing focus on what truly matters. Learning to say no with clarity and grace allows you to protect your priorities, maintain balance, and live a life aligned with your values. Epictetus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. This wisdom highlights that seeking the approval of others can often lead to overcommitment and distraction from our true goals. In the context of modern life, particularly in busy urban environments, it can feel challenging to assert boundaries. For many, the fear of disappointing others or missing out on opportunities can lead to a pattern of incessantly saying yes. However, this habit of overcommitment can lead to burnout, stress, and a sense of unfulfillment. Imagine a professional living in Chicago who is constantly asked to take on extra projects at work. While they may want to appear helpful and engaged, the cumulative weight of these responsibilities can lead to decreased productivity and increased anxiety. To effectively embrace the art of saying no, it is essential to start by identifying your priorities. What are the non-negotiable activities that align with your values and long-term goals? Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. For example, if family time is a priority, you may need to decline work-related events that encroach on your personal life. Similarly, if you're pursuing a specific career path, it may be necessary to say no to projects that divert your focus or dilute your efforts. One practical strategy for saying no is to practice clear and respectful communication. Instead of simply stating, "I can't," consider framing your response to reflect your current commitments and priorities. For instance, you might say, "I would love to help, but I'm currently focused on other priorities." This approach not only shows consideration for the request but also reinforces your boundaries. Additionally, it can be helpful to prepare and rehearse your responses in advance. This practice allows you to respond confidently when requests arise. For example, if you know that a colleague often asks for help with tasks that detract from your own work, prepare a response that respectfully declines while emphasizing your current commitments. Saying no doesn't have to be confrontational, it can be a simple acknowledgement of your limits. Consider the example of a student who finds themselves overwhelmed by extracurricular activities while also attempting to maintain good grades. If they feel pressured to join another club, they might reflect on their priorities and recognize that their focus should remain on academics and personal well-being. By politely declining the invitation, they assert their commitment to their goals while preserving their mental health. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of focusing on what is within your control. Marcus Aurelius stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Your decisions about how to spend your time and energy are within your control. By asserting your right to say no, you reclaim your agency and take charge of your choices. Moreover, consider the impact that saying no can have on your mental health. The constant pressure to please others can lead to feelings of resentment, stress, and imbalance. By prioritizing your own needs and values, you create space for self-care and personal growth. Acknowledge that it is perfectly acceptable to put your well-being first. Another effective exercise is to conduct a commitment check. Regularly assess your current obligations and evaluate whether they align with your priorities. Are you taking on tasks that do not serve your goals? If so, consider which commitments you can step back from or decline in the future. This practice helps you maintain a clearer focus on what truly matters and empowers you to make informed decisions about your time. Additionally, understand that saying no is not a rejection of others, it is a redirection of your energy to where it is most needed. When you commit to something that does not align with your values or goals, you are not only doing yourself a disservice but also potentially compromising the quality of your contributions to other areas of your life. For instance, if you agree to take on additional responsibilities at work, you may find that your performance on your primary tasks suffers as a result. Let's explore how saying no can create a more fulfilling life. By setting boundaries, you allow yourself the space to engage in activities that resonate with your passions and values. For example, if you have a passion for art and spend your weekends painting, saying no to social obligations that drain your energy can free up time for your creative pursuits. This intentional focus on what brings you joy can enhance your overall well-being and satisfaction. Furthermore, practicing self-compassion is key when learning to say no. It's natural to feel guilty or anxious about declining requests, especially if you're used to being accommodating. Remind yourself that it's okay to prioritize your own needs. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance. Acknowledge that your worth is not determined by how many favors you do for others, but by how well you honor your own values and goals. As you work on embracing the art of saying no, remember that it's a skill that takes time to develop. Start small by practicing with low-stakes situations. For instance, if a friend invites you to an event that doesn't interest you, try saying no politely and confidently. As you gain experience, it will become easier to assert your boundaries in more significant situations. In conclusion, mastering the art of saying no is a vital Stoic practice that empowers you to prioritize what truly matters in your life. By identifying your values, practicing clear communication, and focusing on what is within your control, you can protect your time and energy from unnecessary distractions. The Stoics remind us that we have the power to shape our lives through our choices, and by saying no, we assert our commitment to living intentionally. As you move forward, take a moment to reflect on your commitments and consider where you can say no in order to create space for what truly enriches your life. Remember the words of Epictetus: if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. By prioritizing your needs and values, you not only enhance your own well-being but also create a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Habit 10. Bounce back stronger from setbacks. Life will inevitably throw challenges our way. Setbacks are a part of the human experience. The Stoics understood that the real question is not whether we will face adversity, but how we will respond to it. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that setbacks and failures are not the end. Rather, they are opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This principle encapsulates the Stoic belief that obstacles can serve as catalysts for our personal development. In the context of modern life, setbacks can take many forms, whether it's a professional failure, a personal loss, or a missed opportunity. Each of these experiences can feel daunting, but when approached with a Stoic mindset, they can become valuable learning experiences. For example, consider an entrepreneur whose startup fails. Initially, this setback might feel devastating. However, by viewing it through the lens of Stoic philosophy, the entrepreneur can analyze what went wrong, learn from the experience, and apply those lessons to future endeavors. This reframing transforms a painful moment into a stepping stone toward greater success. The first step in bouncing back from setbacks is to acknowledge your emotions. It's natural to feel disappointment, frustration, or sadness when faced with adversity. The Stoics believed in the power of self-awareness, encouraging us to confront our feelings honestly. Instead of suppressing negative emotions, allow yourself to feel them. Reflect on what you're experiencing and why. This practice can provide clarity and help you process the situation more effectively. For instance, if you didn't get the promotion you were hoping for at work, it's normal to feel disheartened. Rather than wallowing in self-pity, take some time to analyze the situation. Ask yourself questions like, what could I have done differently? Or what skills do I need to develop to be better prepared next time? This reflective approach not only helps you gain insight but also empowers you to take proactive steps toward improvement. Another vital aspect of bouncing back is reframing your perspective on failure. Instead of viewing it as a definitive end, consider it a valuable lesson. The Stoics taught that failure is a part of the learning process and that every setback carries a lesson worth embracing. For example, if a project you worked hard on fails to meet expectations, view it as an opportunity to gather feedback and understand what went wrong. This mindset shift transforms your focus from defeat to growth. Let's consider the example of a student who fails an important exam. Initially, they might feel devastated and embarrassed. However, by reframing the experience, they can ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I prepare more effectively next time? This shift in perspective allows the student to take actionable steps toward improvement, such as creating a new study plan, seeking help from peers or instructors, and developing better time management skills. Moreover, resilience is often built through incremental progress. When faced with a setback, it can be helpful to break the problem down into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by the enormity of the situation, focus on what you can control. For instance, if you've recently lost your job, instead of fixating on the loss, create a plan to update your resume, network with contacts, and apply for new positions. Each of these steps contributes to your overall progress and reinforces your sense of agency. Additionally, surrounding yourself with a supportive network can significantly aid your recovery from setbacks. Seek out friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement and guidance during challenging times. Sharing your experiences with others can help you gain perspective and remind you that you are not alone in facing adversity. For example, if you're struggling after a failed business venture, talking to fellow entrepreneurs who have faced similar challenges can provide valuable insights and motivation to keep going. Another effective strategy is to keep a resilience journal. In this journal, document your setbacks, your emotional responses, and the lessons learned. Reflecting on your experiences can help you identify patterns and reinforce your ability to overcome challenges. For instance, if you notice a recurring theme of resilience in your journal entries, it can serve as a reminder of your strength and capacity to bounce back. Furthermore, embrace the concept of self-compassion during times of adversity. The Stoics believed in the importance of treating oneself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge that setbacks are a normal part of life and that they do not define your worth or potential. Instead of engaging in self-criticism, practice self-encouragement. Remind yourself that every successful person has faced obstacles and failures along their journey. For example, consider a successful author who faced numerous rejections before finally publishing their first book. Instead of giving up, they used each rejection as an opportunity to refine their craft and improve their writing. By embracing the setbacks, they ultimately achieved their goal and became a published author. This story illustrates the power of resilience and the importance of persisting despite challenges. In addition to self-compassion, practice patience as you navigate setbacks. Seneca said, "Time heals what reason cannot." Allow yourself the space to process your emotions and heal from the experience. It's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated, but what matters most is how you choose to respond moving forward. Recognize that resilience is not about avoiding setbacks, but about how you rise after experiencing them. Finally, let's consider the importance of setting new goals after a setback. Once you've reflected on the experience and learned from it, create a plan for moving forward. Setting new, achievable goals can help you regain a sense of control and purpose. For instance, if you faced a setback in your career, consider what steps you can take to pivot or explore new opportunities. This proactive approach reinforces the idea that setbacks can lead to new beginnings. In conclusion, bouncing back stronger from setbacks is a vital Stoic practice that empowers us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. By acknowledging our emotions, reframing our perspectives, and taking proactive steps toward growth, we can transform adversity into opportunity. The Stoics teach us that every obstacle we encounter carries valuable lessons and that our responses to these challenges define our character. As you encounter setbacks in your own life, embrace them as moments of growth and reflection. Remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius: the impediment to action advances action, what stands in the way becomes the way. By cultivating resilience and a positive mindset, you not only navigate challenges with confidence but also pave the way for a more fulfilling and enriched life. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic habits that can empower you to reinvent yourself in 2025 and beyond, it's essential to reflect on the transformative power of these principles. Throughout this journey, we have uncovered 10 vital habits rooted in Stoic philosophy that can guide you toward a life of purpose, resilience, and growth. From starting small and mastering your anxiety to embracing change and surrounding yourself with uplifting people, each habit offers practical strategies for navigating the complexities of modern life. First and foremost, remember that lasting change does not occur overnight. It is the result of consistent, deliberate actions taken over time. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you must build up life action by action. Each small step you take contributes to your overall growth and reinforces your ability to create meaningful change. Whether it's committing to a daily habit, breaking free from negative patterns, or embracing the challenges that come your way, every action counts. Moreover, the Stoics remind us that our mindset plays a crucial role in how we respond to life's challenges. Epictetus taught us that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. By cultivating a positive perspective and reframing our experiences, we can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. When faced with setbacks, approach them with curiosity rather than fear, asking yourself, what can I learn from this? Additionally, the importance of community and relationships cannot be overstated. Surrounding yourself with uplifting individuals who inspire and challenge you creates an environment conducive to growth. As Seneca noted, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Seek out connections that nourish your aspirations and contribute positively to your journey. As you work to implement these Stoic habits in your daily life, remember to practice self-compassion. Change takes time, and it's natural to encounter obstacles along the way. Embrace the journey with patience and kindness toward yourself. The Stoics believed in the power of reflection and self-awareness. Take time to assess your progress, celebrate your victories, and learn from your challenges. Now, as you stand on the precipice of a new year, ask yourself, what habits can I build today to create the life I want tomorrow? Visualize your goals, reflect on your values, and commit to the actions that resonate with your aspirations. Embrace the power of these Stoic principles as you embark on your reinvention journey. Finally, if you found value in this content and are eager to explore more about Stoic philosophy and its practical applications for modern life, be sure to subscribe to the Stoic Vivu channel. Join our community of like-minded individuals committed to living with intention and purpose. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends and family who may also benefit from these timeless teachings. Together, we can foster a culture of growth, resilience, and personal empowerment. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Stoic wisdom. Remember, you have the power to shape your life through your choices and actions. Keep growing, stay resilient, and live with intention. You've got this.